Chapter 33. But Satan, the hater of all good, sought them in the cave, but found them not, although he searched diligently for them. But he found them standing in the water praying, and thought within himself, Adam and Eve are thus standing in that water beseeching God to forgive them their transgression, and to restore them to their former estate, and to take them from under my hand. But I will deceive them so that they shall come out of the water and not fulfill their vow. Then the hater of all good went not to Adam, but went to Eve, and took the form of an angel of God, praising and rejoicing, and said to her, Peace be unto thee, be glad and rejoice, God is favorable unto you, and he sent me to Adam. I have brought him the glad tidings of salvation, and of his being filled with bright light as he was at first. And Adam, in his joy for his restoration, has sent me to thee, that thou come to me in order that I crown thee with light like him. And he said to me, Speak unto Eve, if she does not come with thee, tell her of the sign when we were on the top of the mountain, how God sent his angels who took us and brought us to the cave of treasures, and laid the gold on the southern side, incense on the eastern side, and myrrh on the western side. Now come to him. When Eve heard these words from him, she rejoiced greatly, and thinking that Satan's appearance was real, she came out of the sea. He went before, and she followed him until they came to Adam. Then Satan hid himself from her, and she saw him no more. She then came and stood before Adam, who was standing by the water and rejoicing in God's forgiveness. And as she called to him, he turned round, found her there, and wept when he saw her, and smote upon his breast. And from the bitterness of his grief he sank into the water. But God looked upon him, and upon his misery, and upon his being about to breathe his last. And the word of God came from heaven, raised him out of the water, and said unto him, Go up the high bank to Eve. And when he came up to Eve, he said unto her, Who said to thee, Come hither? Then she told him the discourse of the angel who had appeared unto her, and had given her a sign. But Adam grieved, and gave her to know it was Satan. He then took her, and they both returned to the cave. These things happened to them the second time they went down to the water, 7 days after their coming out of the garden. They fasted in the water 35 days, altogether 42 days since they had left the garden.